Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Coach, it's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Gets fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First and 10, Brissett. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down, Colts.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Play action. Brissett. Campbell making the catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And the Colts first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 27. Now Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. From the red zone now, Brissett toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Kill.
His first carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set. Go 50 X the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Set, go.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Herbert gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go.
Ready.
You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their...
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Got it.
So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
5.
They'll run it. This is Michel. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Ready, break. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, I'm coming.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
58, come on. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. X3, 218, chopper. Right. Steve Griffin.
Give to Michel running right. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, 50. Hey, Charlie. You don't see me in your night.
From the gun, Herbert. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brandon Graham able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Brissett. Throw left side here complete to Campbell. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Draw play. This is Hines. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, Brissett. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A nice run on 1st down. Gets him 6 yards to the 31. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Michel will be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1 yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's checking you out. He's checking. Grabs. Safe. Go. Motion.
Here's Schnides. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Check.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. They get 9 there, and in the process, escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brissett give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Check. First down.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Throwing, Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Show it up. Anyway. Let it go.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down.
Let's go. Come on, check. Here we go.
First down, Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw is Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ron Williams. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And he'll take this from one 47-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the slant. Watch the
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. .31 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
58 to Mike, 58.
Operating from the gun. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll run on first down. Hines. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Throw left side, complete. It's Campbell. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 37. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Brissett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. On 2nd down, Brissett again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Hines. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Brissett sets to throw it. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ready? 58. Hey, exit. Here we go. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it
up.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he's got his man Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground.
Trey Hendrickson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Topper!
Again, it's Michelle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go! 60 or. You must be two.
Back to throw. Herbert to Michelle on the screen. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ballgame. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Hines on the toss play. Pat, look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
And it's Michel once again. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st down, Michel. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Michel. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
80 weapons. Go.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Herbert. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Come on, set. 70 in.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.